How's it going, Dab Nation? Today we have a psychotic story about this cringy banana kid who burns down the Amazon rainforest over the Steam game named Banana. Like, what is this, bro? Like, Gen Alpha is actually cooked. Like, what is Banana? Why would you burn down the rainforest? You know what? This story's gonna be a wild one, dude. So, like and subscribe if you're new, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, I'm sure you guys are probably just as confused as I am over this game Banana. Like, what is this, bro? Well, apparently, over the summer, this huge Steam scam started popping off where people would click nothing but one banana in the Steam game to harvest Steam collectibles that you could sell for, get this, pennies on the dollar, bro. Like, it literally costs more on your electricity bill to run the game Banana at 60 megabytes than the revenue you would get from these bananas. You would make more money harvesting a real-life banana plant than you would playing the game Banana. Like, it's a complete ripoff, bro, but apparently, if you run a bot farm, then you're able to actually make some moderate revenue. So, these people are starting to make, like, crypto miners just to mine these banana games, to the point where the game has almost 1 million accounts running it at this moment. Though who knows how many people are actually playing it, because literally, this is like a case of mass psychosis, guys. Like, Gen Alpha is actually cooked, you guys. And one of the benefactors was the subscriber's cousin, Greg! Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know that Greg is like the name I give to all these crazy cringe Gen Alpha kids, bro. Because I just thought it would be like a funny meme for the channel. Definitely, guys. That's definitely why I did that. And like this Greg, he was certainly no exception. He was crazy. He was like extremely spoiled, bro. Because, like, Greg, he was really spoiled. Like, he had no respect for the generational wealth his family left him. Because he was, like, one of those Andrew Tate, like, Elon Musk type people who's like, I earned all of my money legitimately. I didn't inherit any of it. If I had 1 penny, I would be the richest man on earth in days. Like, Greg, he was always on his iPad downloading some Bitcoin miner brain rot or something. Like, he was downloading stuff like B-App, like crypto miners. Like, it was really suspicious, dude. And every day the subscriber, he always had to clear Greg's iPad and be like, no, Greg, you are not rich because you downloaded these brain rot apps. You are rich because we have worked for it. You have not worked a single day in your life, Greg. You cannot be saying that. I understand there are some privileges that come with wealth, bro. But you're literally just abusing it, bro. You're wasting the family's money on these terrible investments, bro. Like, he even spent his family's money on NFT monkey pics, dude. Like, that's how you know that Greg already had a problem with PNGs. But that's a whole nother story. That's just a rabbit hole for a different day, you guys. Like, Greg genuinely acted, walked, and talked like he was Andrew Tate, bro. Like, bro genuinely thought he was Andrew Tate. But speaking of Andrew Tate, click that link down below to get my Andrew Tate YouTuber course, bro. You only got one life, so you gotta live it to the fullest, bro. You gotta click that link down below. It's only $59.99 a month, bro. And it will give you the ultimate techniques on looks maxing, jelk maxing, edge maxing, skibbity maxing, bro. It's got all them brain rot buzzwords in there. So click that link down below right now to get your free Andrew Tate YouTuber course demo. So the subscribers' family, they had like a whole plane trip travel to go to like exotic countries, bro, because like at the end of the day, if you're rich, you have a lot of money to spend on like visiting foreign cultures and stuff. And like, honestly, I think that traveling to a different culture is much more fulfilling than it is just buying like an expensive watch or an expensive car, bro. Like, at the end of the day, cultural experiences are priceless, whereas modern junk, I think, only lasts a few years before people get bored with it. Like, does anybody remember the iPhone 14? No, they do not. Like, bro. So, like, the subscriber, they were planning to go on a trip to Brazil, which was, like, the biggest rainforest on Earth in the Amazon rainforest. And Greg, he was coming along, too, because it was, like, a whole family trip. But the subscriber, he was kind of hesitant to go because he knew that Greg was a bit bad with money, let's just say. So when they were on the plane, they certainly had a lot to argue about over the subject, bro. Because, like, bro, during the whole plane ride, Greg was arguing with the subscriber about why he was a genius financial wizard because he, get this, spent all of his income on Dogecoin. And the subscriber was just like, dude, you are going to go bankrupt. You're spending all of your money on literal memes. These currencies were made as a joke, Greg. Why would you invest your money into that? You are wasting time you could spend making actual investments, bro. To which Greg responded, oh yeah, you're just jealous that I'm a financial genius. I bet you all of my money that by the time this vacation is over, I will be the richest person in Brazil. Which the subscriber, he was just like, this is the lowest risk bet I have ever taken in my life. Do you know how many millionaires are in Brazil, bro? There is no way this cringiest kid becomes the richest man in Brazil. So the subscriber, he was like, yes, Greg, I'm taking your bet, bro. No takesy backsies, bro. I am going to blow you out of the water on this one, bro. I swear. So if you made it this far, comment banana in the comments below because it just always helps with engagement. Like, it's always interesting to see how many people make it this far, you guys. Like, low-key, last video actually blew up, you guys. So thank you so much for the support. I'm definitely going to try and lock in and make more videos. But ultimately, I do not get paid enough to make these on the daily. So at the moment, I can only make these about 1 or 2 a week. But if you guys keep subscribing, keep sharing the videos, I will crank out more of these stories for you guys. I have a lot of stories you guys sent me. So if you can blow up this channel to the point where it makes ad rev, I will definitely be sure to submit more of your stories. I'm working on it. I know you're sending these stories, but so if you have a story of your own, just submit it in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you when I can. So after a plane ride that felt like eternity, they finally landed in Brazil, and the subscriber, he was actually enjoying the scenery of this lush Amazon rainforest, bro. Like, it's the biggest in the world. Like, it's always interesting to see something new, you guys. Like, I mean, it's truly a wonder of nature, just how big this rainforest is. And, like, if I had that type of money, low-key, I would travel the world as well. Like, it definitely makes sense. But Greg, despite all of the money that they had spent on the trip, Greg was not looking at this giant rainforest that was before them. He was playing on his Steam Deck, constantly clicking and clacking on the buttons. And the subscriber was like, what, Greg, what are you playing, bro? Is it really more important than the Amazon rainforest tour? And Greg just looked at the subscriber with a smile like, you wouldn't get it. I'm banana maxing. And the subscriber, he was just like, what? What is banana maxing? Let me see that Steam Deck right now. And he pulled away the Steam Deck, and what he saw was a PNG of a banana and nothing else. Like, this dude was literally just clicking a banana the whole time. And the subscriber's just like, what is this? And Greg, he said, this banana, if you click it enough times and wait 3 hours, you will get a rare banana to sell on the Steam Marketplace. And the subscriber's just like, what? Bro, that's a crypto miner, bro. Like, those bananas literally are only worth pennies on the dollar. And you are spending your whole vacation staring at this banana. But Greg said, no, it's not a crypto miner. It's an infinite money glitch. And the subscriber's just like, what? This can't be an infinite money glitch. If there was an infinite money glitch in the universe, it would never manifest itself in the form of a banana. I'm just going to say that. It's true. But Greg, he said that these banana PNGs, after the initial bubble of hype, were going to be worth millions. Like, bro, ain't no way this kid's going to make a dime off of these bananas. So the subscriber, he was like, no, these bananas are worthless. The only way I could possibly see you making money off of this is if you somehow plug it into a power grid or something and make a crypto miner that mines millions of these bananas. That's how many you need to mine for them to be worth anything, bro. Like, Greg, don't you get it? You're wasting your time. But Greg, when he heard that, he got this evil grin on his face. He was beginning to smirk. He had a sudden devious idea in his mind. But the subscriber, he didn't know what Greg was thinking at the time, so he's just like, that's kind of weird. I'm just heading back to camp. And so they all got to the campsite, and it wasn't like a primitive campsite, but you gotta understand, this is still in the rainforest. Like, they pretty much only had a power plant nearby, and they had like a couple of wooden cabins and some fresh water. But like, it wasn't the most luxurious in the world. And the subscriber, he was kind of bored, and seeing as it had already been 3 hours, he was like, hey Greg, did you get any money from that banana miner? And Greg was like, check him, as he showed his Steam Deck wallet of 1 penny. And the subscriber was just like, he was laughing, bro. He was like, bro, you lost the bet. You were hutting. You lost so bad, bro. Like, there's no way this will make any money, even if you make a crypto farm, bro. That is just pathetic. To which Greg said, oh, we're only just getting started. You'll see, subscriber. You'll see. He said in like a really creepy voice. And the subscriber, he was just like, bro, just cut your losses. Just give me the money of the bet. At the end of the day, Greg, you hutted. You got to keep to your promise. But Greg, he was like, just wait. You'll see. Actions have consequences. Actions have consequences. And the subscriber is just like, bro, whatever. I'll just ask for the bet money after the tour is over. I'm going to bed. And he thought that Greg went to bed too. But secretly, Greg was sneaking out of camp to run to the power plant. But the subscriber, he didn't know this. He was just like, okay, it's like 3 a.m. He probably just had to go pee. I mean, bro, like, there's not even a toilet out here. We need to use an outhouse, bro. So he was just resting in bed when he heard what sounded like a giant lightning bolt outside. So the subscriber walked outside and he saw a glow near the power plant. And he was like, what? What is this cringe kid doing? What is going on right now? So he walked up to Greg. And there was like a small fire burning in the station, bro, as he saw Greg plugging his Steam Deck with a graphics card into the power station. Now, you know when you get that gut instinct where it's like, ooh, I think something's wrong. I think something might be going wrong, but you like kind of ignore it and put it to the side. And it's like, maybe it's not so bad. Well, this was an instance in which the subscriber, he really should have listened to his gut instinct, because when he saw Greg, he didn't just run immediately. He was like, Greg, what are you doing? Genuinely, what is this? This is restricted property. You could get electrocuted. And Greg was just like, well, you said I have to plug in 1 million instances of banana to get any money. And I wanted to be the richest man in Brazil, so I made a crypto miner and plugged it into the power plant to run banana 1 billion times. And the subscriber, he was just like, you are running banana 60 billion megabytes worth in the power plant in Brazil, in the jungle. Like, what? Like, what? And Greg was just like, don't worry about it. You'll thank me later when I become the richest man on earth. Now, mind you, at this moment, the fire was starting to really heat up. Like, all those processors were starting to explode and, like, overheat. It was like, literally the power plant itself was turning red, like molten lava. It was like, there was really starting to be a flame spinning up, but as of the moment, it was just restraining the property. So they were just like, okay, Greg, unplug that device right now. We need to run. You are going to create a fire. And the subscriber, he wasn't too worried at first because, like, this is literally a rainforest. Like, it was gonna rain in like a few minutes anyways, so it wouldn't be that bad. But the problem was, they didn't come during the rainy season. They came during the dry season. And as it turned out, just one gust of wind would change their lives forever. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far, click that link down below. It has my Instagram page down there. I also get a lot of stories from there, so if you don't see any comments that are like mentioning the stories, that's probably because they're all messaging me on Instagram. So click that link down below. I vlog literally every day of my life down there. Like, literally just yesterday, I went to like the world's biggest on-queue and drank like all the drinks there, bro. Like, it was a crazy vlog. Like, you had to be there to see it. But anyways, guys, let's continue with the story here. So this big, dry wind gust blew through the power plant, and some of the sparks got onto the trees. And Greg was just like, "This is just like the flaming bananas I harvested in my crypto farm." And the subscriber's just like, "Dude, you burned. You're burning the forest. We need to run. We need to run right now. This is the biggest rainforest on Earth. This thing controls most of Earth's atmosphere, dude. If you burn this down, it could destroy the planet." And so they were literally just running. Like, he was running. He called the fire services, but like, bro, it was so deep in the woods, it could take them weeks to find the subscriber. So the forest was just burning. It was becoming an inferno, and the winds were really picking up, and it was like almost a flamethrower, dude. And he was running, but he looked back to see where Greg was, and Greg saw the fire rising in the atmosphere, and he was actually encouraging it. He was screaming something. He was screaming like, "To the moon!" Really loud. Like, oh my goodness, guys, this kid is burning the atmosphere over banana, and all he cares about is making a "to the moon" joke. Like, oh my goodness, you guys, this is just too far. So the subscriber, he ran to camp. He was actually trying to wake everyone up and get them out of there, but as they were about to leave, the wind actually calmed a bit, or at least so they thought, because the wind stopped moving towards the camp. Instead, it started swirling into a fire tornado and started burning the Amazon, like literally just melting through it. Now, mind you, for the average person, this would literally be the end. But for once, the subscriber, he remembered his gut instinct. He remembered that his dad worked at the plane company. And so he called an emergency plane airlift out of the rainforest and called a private jet to get them out of the inferno, bro. Like, it was crazy. And since the wind was blowing away from the campsite for once, they were actually able to get to their jet in time. And so, as everyone was getting on the jet, they looked at Greg in the forest as well. Which, mind you, the subscriber, he wasn't a snitch. He didn't tell anyone that Greg burned the Amazon rainforest because low-key, that would be some serious legal trouble. I mean, even to this day, the subscriber submitted this story anonymously. Like, he didn't want this getting out at all. So, he was just kind of like, "Oh yeah, Greg is innocent. Maybe you should go rescue him too." And so the subscriber and his family, they all made it on the plane, but they were still looking for Greg, mind you, because the subscriber, he wasn't a snitch. He never exactly mentioned something like, "Oh hey, Greg kinda burned down this forest. Maybe we should ban him from the plane." Because he didn't want to cause this whole legal trouble, bro. Like, the Amazon rainforest is one of the most protected places on Earth. Like, even to this day, the subscriber submitted this anonymously, bro. Like, that's why I call him the subscriber and not like a certain name, bro, because like, I'm trying to protect his identity here. Like, this story cannot get out to the public. So he was just like, "Oh yeah, I guess we should look for Greg too, you guys." So they called for Greg in the forest. But Greg, right as he was about to start boarding the plane, he saw a patch of banana trees that got exposed in the fire. And that just caused Greg to lose it. He was just going bananas! Because as Greg saw the banana tree, he completely turned around and started running deeper into the woods, which were on fire, mind you, and screaming as he ran into the burning banana tree, "I'm a banana!" As he ran into the fire because he thought it was a flaming banana from Steam, bro. Like, oh my goodness, you guys. I can just not imagine that level of cringe, you guys. It's just too much. And after that, The subscriber's family flew off in silence, knowing that Greg was lost forever in the unexplored jungles of the Amazon rainforest. And legend has it that to this day, the Amazon rainforest is burning as we speak. But anyways, guys, the moral of this story is to always make wise investments, because if you're not smart with your investments, you're not being smart with your life. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for today's story. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks, and see ya!